one. So Rebecca is asking about sleep. She said her sleep is still terrible despite HRT. And she's asked her doctor about Utrogestan. She's heard people talking about taking their Utrogestan at night and that sometimes supporting better sleep. But her doctor's just said to her, no, you don't need it because she's on the Mirena coil.
Mm.
And so she's got endometrial protection there. Any guidance? It sounds
Mm.
like this is about how to discuss this, but more than anything,
Yes.
doesn't
And
it?
I've had this quite a few times this week. So I think this may have been something that increasingly women are seeing online because it's definitely
Right.
a more common, it's a very common conversation for me this week, or maybe this is just coming in a bit of a huddle. But
Mm.
um, when you've got the Mirena coil, which is often given for bleeding, contraception, and HRT, and it may have been put in a few years ago, then you may not be needing it for contraception or bleeding, and you may just be using it for your HRT now because the situation may have changed. In which case, Utrogestan instead of the Mirena coil might be a really good option for sleep and for HRT if those other two things are not needed. And that, I guess, Rebecca would know with her doctor whether that's the situation. Adding Utrogestan to the Mirena coil, what I've said to women in this situation where they think it may be helpful or they're thinking about having the Mirena coil out and switching is why don't we do a try and see? So have a little bit of crossover. If it helps you with your sleep and you're not getting side effects, um, then maybe it's a good option for you for your HRT. You could have the Mirena coil taken out as long as you don't need it for those other reasons. But if you're not getting on or you get side effect from the Utrogestan, then maybe you stick with what you know. What we don't know and there's no evidence for is that cumulative effect of progesterone. So you've got the progesterone from the Mirena coil, we're adding in another progesterone. Does that increase the risk of your individual risk of breast cancer because you're overdoing it a little bit? We don't know. So to be on the safe side, to stick within license, to stick within guidance, it would be one or the other. But a little bit of crossover while you're weighing up what's the best thing for you, I don't see a problem in that. But I
Mm.
don't have any patients on this for the foreseeable future because I think we just don't know what the risks would be there.
Yeah, yeah. Great. Thank you very much. That's really helpful.
There is a new, in terms of sleep, there's a new tablet, isn't there, coming out for sleep, which I heard of
Endorse,
only
not
relatively recently.
not Idorsia, that's the name of the company making.
I've written
Yes.
Daridoxor.
Yes, and my understanding, I was at an exhibition just a couple of weeks ago, and talking to somebody about this. My understanding is that this really is it's not a sedative type of
Exactly, yes.
yeah. So you don't. The idea is you don't get that grogginess in the
Mm.
morning.
Daridorxurant, I think it is
Yes.
something like that,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Why do they have such daft
Why
names?
do they? I don't know. Even when they change it to the brand name, it's sometimes not any easier than that.
No,
But
no,
my understanding is it's not addictive.
no.
It does not cause sedation. It reduces wakefulness.
Yes, yeah,
So it works in a different way. So the next day, I think after you've got accustomed to it, then you shouldn't feel groggy. And
yeah.
this may be something really helpful, but it's also probably something that the NHS is going to take a while before it's on the books and widely prescribed and we're all on board with it. But it seems a bit of a game changer in terms of insomnia, which can be really, really troublesome,
And I
despite
know
everyone's best efforts.
Dr. Zoe Shadell, who is a menopause doctor that Sam and I both know, who has a real interest in sleep. Has is quite excited, I think, about the options or having this in her
Yeah,
armory, if you
yeah,
like.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I think, the sleep issue, everything I ever hear from Dr. Zoe, and I'm sure you find the same, Sam, is often the sleep is one of the more persistent symptoms that
Yeah.
really can take a long time to get in and get. Again, I really don't want to sound like I'm dragging people into the on-demand content, but we've got a brilliant better sleep course with Dr. Zoe Shadell and Dr. Maya Shadell, and incorporated into that is the nighttime meditations and the nighttime yogas. And again, we're not positioning this content as an either or. You know, even if you can feel your sleep is improving with your HRT, we always say you're going to get the best out of your HRT if you're including some element of self-care and lifestyle to complement that. So, you know, worth a look, certainly. Right.